Hey everybody, it's Tony with another thought, and today I want to talk about privilege, especially white privilege. I hear this term a lot, especially on YouTube, and I've talked to some people who claim to be social justice people or millennials and stuff like that, and we don't have really arguments about white privilege and everything like that, but it is an issue or a discussion topic that does come up. And one thing I think is pretty good is having these discussions with them is the fact that I get to converse my ideas and find out what they actually are trying to say is my privilege and everything. And the what they can see and hear from me is how I am not more privileged than them. And I think I've kind of come down to where they're saying I have privilege. And this comes down to being more of a miscommunication, and I'm going to just throw it out there. It's a perception base. They perceive privilege that I have because how people already prejudge me. And let me explain that and break it down based on how I think and stuff. And I know it's just my thought here, but that's what this is. But I see perception as the basis of where we take in what is going on and try in our brains to figure out how to act in a previous situation close to this. For example, if you are at a job and you know your boss is bringing some new person by, you already know you're going to have to be ready to say, "Hello, my name's Tony," shake their hands, say, glad you're there," and stuff. You don't know this person. You don't even know you're going to like this person. But you still have these thoughts that you think in your head about it. And this is my perception. I perceive that this person that they're going to hire is going to be at least a decent person, just because the company should have some basic principles that they should be implementing when they hire someone. If they hire me, I hope they're up to what quality I was when I first started. Well, here's the second thing. When we take that idea and we put it into the real world, where outside of the office and things, when you see someone for the first time or meet them for the first time, there are some thought processes that you're going to have in mind. One of my friends that helped me with my stories and stuff like that, when we met in class and stuff in college, he dressed and had a persona feeling so laid back that I thought he was a hippie type of thing compared to how I was. And I was more closed off and stuff like that. So for the whole time, I thought he was this hippie guy, which is not bad, but it was my perceived perception onto him, which makes it look like he has to prove something to me. So once I got to know him and stuff like that, I saw him more conservative, just almost into my opinion and stuff like that, to what I have. We had like point of views and everything like that. So my first perception or impression would be the fact that he was this person I didn't want to really hang out or deal with stuff because we wouldn't have anything in common. And I was wrong. I was completely off base. And I admit it. And that really taught me something about how you need to actually look at your way of judging someone. So this brings us down to the white privilege that a lot of people think that I had and stuff. And I asked the question that I get from a lot of videos I see on YouTube, and it's a really great question. It's my very first question I like to ask. What legal privilege or law or advantage do I have that you don't have in the United States right now? What do I have that you can't do that is a legal right? And what it boiled down to was, well, people treat you different. I can't control that. And I said, how do I change that? How would I be able to change someone's first impression of me right off the bat when they already had some basic idea of me before they even met me? It's not my job to make sure someone else has a different idea of me or notion of me before I can even meet them. That's a crazy, crazy burden to put on someone. What we need to understand is that when we go into someone, we need to have a discussion, a dialogue. Maybe I am a jerk when you meet me. Maybe I am a nice guy when you meet me. But the thing is that that's only one part of who I am. I'm a different person when I'm in church. I'm a different person when I'm in the world. I'm a different person at work. I'm a different person with my family. But that doesn't mean that one of those is the only point of me. I'm a different person because each of those points requires something of me that is required in the others. In my family, I have a special bond with them based on growing up with those people. But at work, I can't have that same bond that I have at my family. It doesn't happen. You can get close to it, but it won't always happen. Does that make me a hypocrite? Some people would say yes. I say it's just how you are able to move in different circles of friends. I'm not going to come up to someone at Starbucks and give them a high five if I don't know them. I'm not going to go to someone's friend and just say, hey, what's up? Because, we know the same people. I understand there's certain things that other people expect from me, and those things I'll either deliver or not deliver. And that's just being a human being. And I think to understand what it is to be like a human being is very important. And the problem is we spend more time judging people without trying to understand them. If we understand each other, then there's no reason to really judge. We'll still judge based on the information we do get. Hopefully we'll keep an open mind and we can keep refining what our thought process is. But my thought thing is basically this. You can only be who you are. And those people who want to say, I have a privilege or an advantage over them, they can say that. They can think that. They're the ones that are holding themselves back by believing that. If I had some advantage or anything like this, there would be a lot of difference in my life. Trust me. I wouldn't be suffering on different things and things like that. But to say being white, being male, being straight, being Christian or anything like that has put some kind of special thing on me, entitlement, is not true. I've been through 2 exes. I had to work back up. There has been a lot of pain in my life. But you know what? We all have that. But we all have to realize that we're not all given some special gift to be better than each other. But we are given gifts to improve each other. We are here to share things with each other and try to help each other. We're not going to always do it, but we do have that opportunity and chance. And I think in the world today, if we can stop looking at what makes us different and look at what we can do to come together, we don't have to be like each other, but we do have to live with each other. And I think that's the main thing we need to understand, that you can say I have privilege. That's good. But I'm not going to change your mind if you're not going to listen to me. And I hope someone out there might hear something of this and want to start a dialogue and stuff. And I'm happy to do that. But again, we need to stop the name calling and stop calling everybody has this special privilege. Thanks for listening. Have a great day.